And we are starting to broadcast live. Move in, move in. It's not just about me tonight, it's about both of us. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. This is Torah Talks, tonight live from the House of Rabs. Welcome to the House of Rabs, everybody. You just walk out of the camera completely.
I can't see the game.
Okay, you know what, then why don't we move back?
Okay.
Why don't we move back?
Sweet.
Okay?
I'm happy now.
Okay. Hi, welcome. Let's just start again from the top. Thank you for coming into Torah Talks tonight. We're broadcasting live from the House of Rabs. I'm Rabbi Rabs, and to my right is the one and only, my co-host, the one and only, the very holy Levi ben Abraham, a.k.a. the former Luke Ford, going back to his old Luke Ford look with the Goyish face. Okay, so big round of applause for him. Why don't you move into the camera so everybody can see you? There you go. Okay. All right. Actually, which way do I have to go?
Did you change the TV?
I did not change anything. I went to a commercial.
I used to be able to see a TV, but now I see your hairy chest.
Okay, you know what? Because I moved this up forward closer to the camera. You know what? Nobody's gonna be left watching this thing now because all we're doing is like a couple of women arguing. Hey, what about the spot there? What about that? All right, so Levi has some news for us. We spoke at the very end of last week's show. Levi announced that he thinks he found a new place. He's moving into a new place, and he's afraid of, oh my God, bringing Rabbi Rabs into the new place. Gasp! What will the owners think? Oh my God, we don't want a real Jew showing up. Oh my God, I'm so ashamed. I'm such an apologist for real Jews. God forbid they should see a real Jew. So we can't do the show in my house. So, you want to pick it up from there? What do you have for us?
I'm just concerned that I'll encounter a cussing rabbi.
Oh, I'm so ashamed. I'm an apologist. Ooh.
It's not the apologizing, it's the F words, and the S words, and the C words.
Gee, and who talks about sex more often, you or me?
Me, but I don't use profanity.
Okay.
I talk about it in much the way that Shira Shirim does.
Yeah, does Shira Shirim talk about blowjobs and banging black chicks?
Talks about your belly button smells of myrrh, and doesn't really mean the belly button. It means a few inches south of there.
Oh, I see.
So
the way this is showing up on the Ustream is driving me crazy, Levi. It's like showing like you've got to move in. You have got to move in because it's like not even, and it's going to drive me crazy with my OCD. It's going to drive me out of my mind. Okay. All right. So that's
yeah, I got to move Sunday. There's a big move, October 2nd, and just trying to arrange bridge housing between the 2nd and the 15th when I believe I'll move into my new place, but I have to meet the landlords on that this week, so a lot of things still to take care of before Rosh Hashanah starts Wednesday night. So.
Right, so are you going to be staying in your garage until Sunday?
Yeah.
So that's where you're going to be spending Rosh Hashanah, is down there on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, now, then you're just going to pick up everything and move out on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning to end, all one day move.
Mm-hmm.
All one day move.
I think it'll actually take less than 3 hours.
All your worldly possessions,
yeah,
you can move them in less than 3 hours?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It used to be an hour for many years.
You can move your entire world in 1 hour.
It used to be an hour. Now I would say 3, but I think I could still do it in an hour if I had to.
Wow. Okay. And then you're moving straight into that new pad?
No, I've got to crash somewhere between the 2nd and the 15th, and then probably the new pad on the 15th.
And you got a place to crash?
I think so, but still.
What's her name? And this new pad that you're going to, the one on the 15th.
Yeah.
Is that a Jewish person or a non-Jewish?
I don't know.
You don't know if they're Jewish or not?
No. Are there any halakhic ramifications?
Well, in terms of kashrus and stuff.
Oh.
What are you gonna do about kosher food and eating there and stuff like that?
I'll eat there the same as always.
What, in your room with your little hot plate?
No, I'll eat off. You know, I brought my own utensils and my own things that I cook with, so I'll be good.
That's what I mean. Your little hot plate and your little.
I've got a stove. Like, does a stove need to be kosher?
Does a stove need to be kosher? Everything needs to be kosher.
Even the stove.
Stove.
So let's say
oven.
he cooks bacon on it.
Yeah, that would be the end of that.
I couldn't use the stove?
No. What you could do, if there's like there's various stove tops, let's say like my stove I think has 4 stove tops, you could designate one as kosher, and then like you could designate it by putting tin or aluminum foil around the entire. First, you have to kosher it. Do you know how to kosher these things?
I would say no.
Okay, that's very important to learn, and this is good Torah we can teach people. The way that works with a stove thingy is if it's a gas stove, right, you have to, the best way to do that is to get a blowtorch and to torch the stovetop itself and till everything glows. You want to make everything glow. You know, there should be like a metal hole that the pot sits on top of. You want to make that glow. Now, if you can't get like that, so then the best way to do it is take a pot and put it on top of the stove and turn the fire on full blast, so that the heat goes into the pot and then goes down on the stove top, if you want to call it. And if you can, get some boiling water in there and let the water fly over the top, and that's basically the minimum to do on that. You want to make sure everything is solidly clean first, and you want to do it like that. Now, if it's an electric, those are the best, because if it's an electric, you just turn it on full blast and the thing automatically starts glowing. Are you paying attention?
Yeah, glowing.
Okay. How does it glow, lady?
Bright and shiny.
Well, no, because you turn on the electric full blast.
Red?
You turned it on full blast, and that automatically makes your burner starts glowing. And that means that you've just koshered it. So now you have a kosher burner. So by definition, a electric stove burner, koshers itself every time it's turned on, by definition. Because as soon as it starts to heat up, it glows, and that means it's burned out whatever taste of whatever was there before, and therefore it's kosher. Sweet. Because basically when it talks about the laws of kashrus and koshering, which are basically is working on a principle, not a theory. It's a real life principle, and it's called poilet and kabbalah called kachpalta. It's just like the way that it absorbs is the way that it spits. So it absorbs the taste of something and then it releases it, right? So when something is burned out completely, it's gotten rid of all of the taste. It no longer contains the taste of that thing. Because that's what we're really fighting against. We're fighting against the taste of something. Because if you took some of your kosher, whatever the hell you vegetarians eat. Beans. And you put it on a non-kosher grill or whatever, the taste of the pork ribs is still going to be there from that afternoon, and so then you are eating your little vegetarian beans and it tastes like pork. That's the problem. Okay, so the whole thing of kashrus is to remove the taste of the non-kosher food. So that's what's going on there. So yes, you do have to kosher your stoves, your ovens, or whatever you're going to be using when you get there.
Aside from that, are there any other ramifications with having a non-Jewish roommate? Like, as long as he's a nice guy.
Mezuzahs.
Do I need mezuzahs on the doors, even if he's a guy?
Got to talk to a Rav on that one. You're going to have to talk to your Rav. I don't want to paskin that, but I know that I believe you do. I believe you do have to have a mezuzah, but you should definitely go to ask your Rav. If it's 2 Jews, right? Then it's a Jewish residence, and every single doorpost in the house